Hello and welcome back to Tharic Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. We're back. We made a lot of interesting progress last time. Yeah, so thanks to some helpful tips, we found... what was her name again? Oh god, I already forgot it again. God damn, am I that... It's so weird that I can't remember anything, apparently. Either way, Evelyn. We found Evelyn's hideout. We took her down. We found Counselor Jake. And so there is a lot here that we can now work towards. We have some stuff open for us. But for now, I think I would like to go back to Sicil, because it was pointed out to me that there is a small area on the map that I haven't gone to yet. And now I know exactly where that area is. Wait, where's the exit again? This way. No, this way is down, so this way is the exit. My god. Okay, so I actually was in the right room already and went backwards. That's smart. Okay, let's not dwell on that too much. So, yeah, as I've said, I now know where I need to go, I think, for that, so we are going to go back there first of all. And that's pretty much it. I should probably go to Bellegarde as well. I wanted to do that last time, if I remember correctly, and I just forgot. So let's do that. Oh, Arhu. Okay, why is he here?
Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you? You've discovered the fate of Counselor Jake.
So we can only be honest with him. I mean, that's okay. So I have. Let me get you up to speed.
Gods, no one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him. Brachus Rex. It cannot be. Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting.
Really?
This
Really?
thing. It was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek his rise must be stopped, whatever the cost.
You seem to take this matter greatly to heart, Arhu. Why did he transform himself into a cat?
I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice, given half a chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has
so he knows Ikara, okay.
Sorry business adds insult to insufferable injury.
If these necromancers seek to resurrect Brachus, they must be gathering at his grave. Do you know where we should look?
There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven in Sicil's
Yes, so we've
hinterlands.
seen that. Or we haven't gone down there yet, but we know where that is. So that's good that we already have
Place is
that.
crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right. And even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra?
I kind of feel like I should know that name, but I think somewhere. Let's see what he tells us here. Cassandra, no mentioned that name. Why?
It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits.
Okay, so I feel like I'm missing something here. So let's see. Why do you bemoan Ikara's involvement in all this?
She is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else.
Okay, so we saw the leader of this cult, Leandra, a sorceress.
Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult. That she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly her involvement can no longer be denied. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. An opponent to be feared. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates.
What are the Immaculates?
There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates. And I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit.
I forgot what the village is called, but we can get there, I think.
This village is called Silverglen.
Oh yeah, Silverglen, okay.
And if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there.
Okay, so do you have any idea who the stranger might be that Jake told us about? The one Leandro was meeting in the tavern?
Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer, perhaps? Or simply another victim of Leandra's ploys? The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken away by Evelyn for experimentation.
Oh boy, so a lot more stuff opened up. Okay, we should continue our investigation.
And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise Brachus. I beg of you.
Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
I wonder why this ancient spectre spooks him so. Who doesn't strike out?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to scare easily. So let's go with this
Until
here.
the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch, Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the second one, because sticking to the rules is kind of boring here. So then we know what we must do next. Pursue Leandra and stop her before she brings Brachus Rex to life.
Agreed. If Brachus is half as dangerous as Jake and Evelyn claimed, we must prevent his ever seeing the light of day again.
So we're both bold. There we go. Okay, cool. So that gave us some new stuff. I don't know what's up with Cassandra. What's gonna come out of that? That still seems confusing. I think I've heard that name and read it in multiple areas, and I just can't quite remember where. So let's go back to Bellegarde real quick, because I just want to see if there is something new. If you remember, we had that weird ghost in the Black Cove Cave, whatever it was, who was a huge fan of him, so maybe we can get something here. I doubt it, but maybe we get a new option just to let him know that we found his biggest fan, apparently, or whatever we want to call it. Or did he actually leave now that I opened this up? I think that might be the case. Oh yeah, cool. So he's gone. Interesting. So before we go there, I also got a comment. Once again, thank you, Dan Smith. That meant if this blinks up, it usually means that in the end of time there's something new for me. So I'm gonna go there so that we can see what they have to say, because we haven't been there in a very, very long time. There we go. So we've got zigzags here. Alright, I'll bite. How can you tell we found another stone? I mean, they've got this tapestry, don't they?
Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love mystery.
What have you discovered through the new portal?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you?
Aw.
No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the...
What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay, cool. This is something new, so... Oh, so now we've got this here. So first of all, we've got the search for Brachus Rex. So we've got point towards the church. Then we've got Xandao, who art thou? Now I can actually ask myself the question. And then a Source Hunter's Journey. So this is our main thing here. So Six Eyes welcomes back to the end of time. South to find out what lies beyond. He has gone where? Inactive portal. Okay, there he is. But let's talk with the Weaver of Time first. Can't she see the Starstone on the tapestry? It's been so long. I don't remember quite. So can she...
The drift of continent. Except, it seems. Ask, and I shall answer.
So...
if I can.
Okay, so nothing there from her for now. So let's talk with the zigzags again. To the Hall of Heroes. Okay.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
Okay. Hall of Heroes.
So it is.
Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Okay, this is already interesting. Let's talk with the weird one first here. Astarte, I assume she's pronounced.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you fall. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me.
What? You've unlocked the Hall of Heroes. You've missed your companions. They will come here to rest. Okay, that's cool.
As I prayed they would.
There are two characters that I haven't picked up yet. Okay, she went through here. So what's going on with this? There is Bear Dotter, as well as the guy that narrated his own muteness, weirdly enough, that I didn't pick up. Because we got Medora and Jahan instead. But maybe I should just pick them up and what's the word? So that I can keep them here. And maybe use them for something. Can I pick this up? Hello? Ancient Diary. This could be good. So, my friend and ally, the Wasp and won. Our victory is now inevitable. Effect a certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts, but if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. New log entry added. A general's tale. We found a letter belonging to a general who fought in a great war. This officer is of the opinion that though the war is virtually won, he simply can't get enough of bloody carnage. The letter seems to be addressed to a fellow officer with whom he shall meet at a funeral. So I like these because we've got some optional object or some side quests that are very straightforward. Like go there, explore this, come back. But this is super cryptic right now. And I like that as well, because it's going to be a lot of guesswork, I assume, to continue that. Or maybe just starting this is going to help us to further this in the future. I don't know. Or this is just the guy as well. Could also be the case. We'll have to wait and see. There is more back there, an ancient letter. But let's talk with John Smithen first.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger?
Wait, what? We can hire heroes?
My swords for hire.
Let's see who you've got for hire.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your... oh.
So I need to let somebody wait here first. Let's see that. I need you to
Ready
leave the
defend.
party for present.
What'll you do if a pack of wild...
So she should be... Okay, right there. So I assume we just need to talk with her. Let's quick save right now, and let's see about this again.
I thought you'd never asked.
Okay, so I can... So I assume there is an option for you to lose story characters that... I mean, they just die. You don't have the resurrection scrolls. Or maybe they get to leave your party if they disagree with you too much. Maybe. I really don't know. But it's possible, I guess. And with these, I assume these are just template characters that don't have that much of a personality. I might be wrong about that, but that's what it looks like right now. So, for example, I could get a Shadow Blade, for example, at some point. But for now, we are not going to do that. But it's good. It's good to know, and it's nice that they included this option as well, so that you can.
Ready to defend. Onward.
That we have these options. I do like that quite a bit. Okay, we had up here that letter that I want to read as well. That might just give us more info about the current quest already. So the one we picked up here, General's Tale. Esteemed generals, all of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had thought all was lost, that the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. Many have fallen, so very, very many. And I know you have suffered a great personal loss as well. Know, generals, that I sympathize deeply. So let us meet in the Hall of Heroes, both to celebrate and to remember the honor, and remember... So let us meet in the Hall of Heroes, both to celebrate and to remember, to honor the living and to honor the dead. Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Ferrol. That didn't give us anything new, at least in terms of quests. Is there anything else I should interact with? Just trying to see if there's something here in all of that that could be important, but it just looks like a lot of cups and knives and spoon, and they're all not with anything because they're from the end of time. Bottle of wine could probably be the only thing here. It doesn't look like there's much more here. Oh no, there's something back here. Okay, good. So what we could do now is change our base of operations to the Hall of Heroes, and with the 2 chests here, that seems like a reasonable idea. I'm going to do that at some point off camera. Empty out the 2 chests that I have, pick them up, place it all here, and sort through everything again. My inventory is it's getting bigger again, so this seems like a good idea. Okay, my fellow general, we got an update there. In victory, life has taken an unreal turn. Everywhere I go, it seems I am revered, not unlike a god. People feel graced when I look them in the eye, considering it a blessing. Children try to touch my hand or sleeve, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of it all is staggering. Above all, I wish I had more time to myself. So much needed peace of mind now that peace is finally in sight. Peace of mind. The closing of the coffin was seared into my sight. The dull thud of stone on stone echoes still. You may relish in combat still, but I have lost all appetite for carnage. Oh, that was the other one, I guess. A general's story. Another letter describes a second general's mixed feelings after a great victory. Everywhere this commander goes, she is greeted with the utmost esteem, but she herself feels undeserving of this praise somehow, and she longs for some peace and quiet. So, from what Astarte said, I assume that there is maybe a sort of cycle here, or if this has happened before and we're just vessels maybe for all of this, and I assume that because it's male and female that Tharik might be the General's Tale guy, and that Cheerwell could be the general story guy because she's female here and he's set as male? Or is he? Yeah, he simply can't get enough. So that could be an option. I think at least right now that's a pretty sound theory to all of this, but we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. This just looks so weird, but yeah, let's go back. We might get answers to this already just by going back because she went through here.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
Oh.
I haven't the foggiest, but the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Okay, so she didn't actually show up here. She just went away somewhere. Should we talk with the Weaver? Maybe she knows who that was?
How might I serve our mission?
Oh yeah, okay. Let's talk about the rooms I've discovered here at the end of time.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
I met a strange woman in one of the other rooms. Can you tell me more about her?
She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
Okay. That sounds so ominous. I discovered a great hall beyond one of these portals. Can you tell me more about it?
The threads tell me that once... Oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a word. Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered. You have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threats, more threats we need.
Okay, so we don't have enough information yet to understand our own story here, apparently. Last chest? Okay, interesting. Oh, look at that. Somebody else needs to start to make some arrowheads here. Let's talk with the zigzags again. There we go.
Stone Seeker's return. Most fortuitous indeed, for I have been pondering over the nature of our shelter plane like a poet over his muse. For now, I will refrain from entertaining, or, as the case may be, annoying you with hapless conjectures, until in the maze that is my mind, I happen to stumble upon a clue more concrete than mere theory. In the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to in the Hall of Heroes during your previous visit.
Let's see. She seemed to recognize us and called us guardians. She said she deceived us and that we deserted her in turn.
Deceive. Desert. Your words, they ring a distant bell, but they are but pieces.
So he also has a theory, or he has a theory of who she is and she just knows.
But no, hold your chattering tongue, zigzags. You promised you would.
Ah, yeah.
You'll stick to your word.
Of course, they're gonna drag it out. Why wouldn't they?
Thanks, friends, for indulging me. A new portal has opened, and no doubt you are as curious as I am to find out what lies beyond.
Okay, so
Let's go and take a look.
we've got another portal here. There we go. To the inner chamber. Okay, let's go. Inner chamber sounds good.
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
It does. Almost like coming home.
Oh, hello.
It is true. She told me she had seen you. Yet never would I have believed her delusions until
Who is the Trife? What is he?
manifest before me. You have become undeniable. The scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous, irrefutably so. But oh, how low you have fallen.
Okay, what are they all talking about?
What was stars have become moribund embers. You are to be pitied.
Demon.
And none too friendly either.
Oh. Is he also just going away? Hello? Where are you going? Okay, so he also just vanishes. Let's go explore this, I guess. So the inner chamber. Oh, we've got an ancient diary. We also got a chest here.
This chest, I know it to be mine. But how?
So, what does that do? Is that a special sort of chest? Is it that we both main characters have their own side and they can do stuff there? Maybe? I really don't know. Let's read the ancient diary here.
Daemon Daemonium. And so let the...
Let's go with ancient diary. My friend and ally, frustration is raging through me like a seething fever. Damn these politicians. They infuriate me to no end. What do I care? The war is almost won. That victory is certain. As long as a single enemy still draws breath, I will not sheathe my sword. I will hunt and I will stalk and I will kill. I will do what I do best. All the rest is cowardice. Diplomacy is the tool of the weak. Blind, blind. They simply cannot see. They weren't there at the end. So first of all, we've got the Hall of Heroes. Yes, okay. And then we've got the General's Tale. So yeah, he appears to be us, apparently. So my assumption there was correct. I mean, this looks pretty awesome. Nice. Okay, I like this so far. Let's go over to the other side, which we can assume in that case is Chiawell's. And there might be a diary entry there for her as well. So what are these people? The demon and the one before there. And what are they doing here? And what do these things do as well? So first of all, let's see about this.
This chest, I know it to be mine. But how?
Maybe only they can open the chests?
What am I doing? This isn't my chest and I know it.
Yeah, okay, looks like that's the case. And then we've got the ancient diary here for her. My fellow general, I understand your frustration, though the one that plagues me is of a different nature. All this attention, curse it, all these expectations, to hell with them. To be a ruler it is like being the queen of a beehive. Nobility, ambassadors, citizens, clergy. They scurry about me in endless numbers, buzzing, buzzing, pleading, begging, hanging onto my every word, mindless. I spend my life in halls and chambers, the light of day almost a memory. I long for the hills, for the fields, the quiet and solitude of the wilds. Could I simply leave it all behind? Couldn't I simply leave? Excuse me. So we have her here. So I assume this is gonna unravel, and maybe this is exactly what's going to tell us what happened to ourselves in these diaries. By exploring more and more rooms, we might get information about the future of these characters and what happened. Is there something out here? Doesn't seem like it. Let's interact with this weird thing here, whatever it is. Oh? Oh! Okay, I can completely change even the personality for the AI. Okay, that I don't like. Could also switch these, so no, we're just gonna cancel. Yeah. But that's cool. We can change our characters here with this. That's pretty interesting. And then we have this through the middle. There could be something or somebody back there. We'll have to wait and see. Doesn't appear to be the case right now, but who knows? What can we do here? What's this? Okay, that's Drudene. Oh, there's an ancient ladder. That's good. Honored General, I would like to raise a personal concern of mine, if I may be so bold. Your prowess in combat is unmatched, your lust for warfare unrivaled. No one doubts this. That prowess served us well. It saved the very world. But now that the enemy has been vanquished, but for a few straggling legions, is it really necessary to personally command our army still? I know your presence inspires our troops, but I worry an enemy spear or arrow may find you yet, just like, with permission, the enemy has found another general before. To lose you now would devastate nations. My advice would be to exercise caution. Now that peace is almost upon us and our total victory is inevitable, there is no need anymore for such ferocious heroics. We no longer have need of you as a general, we have need of you as a statesman. Please think on that. Signed, Harold Sigurdsson, Duke of Orca, or Orcha. So this... Let's see. Just was ours, but how we also were recognized again by a great demon this time that had heard of our arrival through a spirit we met before. Okay. So that's all we can do here right now, but this is still... Apparently we were both great leaders in a war, maybe against Brachus Rex. That's at least what we can assume right now. It all seems connected in that area. But they were pressed into situations that they didn't relish, and that led to something. I assume we're going to learn more about this. So let's just see. Let's go back, see if we have something new to figure out. We found 3 Starstones so far, and if every Starstone... We did find 3, didn't we? And if everyone has an effect here, we are missing 1 more here. So let's talk with Zigzags again.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
Okay. Nothing there? Maybe? Or we have to come back. So, strange woman, we had her. Let's see, it seems a demonic creature is roaming these halls. It recognized me. Do you know why that is?
He is the instigator. He is the beginning of all ends. The birth father of death and void. Be wary of him. I know not what is fear, and yet, before him, I tremble.
Okay. Interesting. So I have found a great chamber with 2 bedrooms. Do you know who it belonged to?
Can the answer be anything but you? The threads say that you slept there, you both did, until the vigil of day and vigil of night called you away. Duty. Never did you waver from your duty, never? I cannot be certain. Perhaps, just once, you failed.
Okay, so nothing more here. Apparently we can't talk with Zigzags right now to... There we go. Okay, we just need to get close. Oh, so this is the new thing now? That's cool.
Look, a new story has been rewoven into time. A new portion of history appears to us for the first time in not even I know how long. Let us look together. Let us see what the Weaver has woven.
Long ago, 2 great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence, and man and gods alike joined swords to stop it. The 2 generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
Okay.
I greet you, honorable master of the house. I am the
what?
shepherd of elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So, if it pleases you, command me, and the elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among these holy halls.
Wait, what? So I have to choose now here? And I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So if it pleases you, command me and the elemental aspect.
You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
So I do get to decide here. So I quick saved. Let's go. I think I'm gonna go with the...
Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action.
I thought you was...
Pray as your preference.
Let's go with the ice elemental. Sure. I like that.
And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
Well, aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Okay, so... Hall of Frost. Okay, so this just opens up... We've got 4 portals here, and everyone leads to 1 element. So, this is... player's choice in what order they get unlocked. So let's see what this brought me. Stardebt. Okay.
Oh, it's so cold in
Oh.
His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
They glow with a brilliant flame, Your Grace. Even he cannot snuff it out.
I'm gonna listen here.
He sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. I fear their will is weak. Too weak still.
There we go. Okay, cool. More and more information right now.
Hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness.
What do you mean by calling this my home?
Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me?
Wait, what?
You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true.
Oh, this is super good. Oh, ice wall. Oh, I need to do some shopping here in a moment, I think. So, who are you?
Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am ice, of course. A soldier of ice, to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve the realm again.
You say you've served the realm before?
Of course. Alongside my opposite, the eternal fire, we were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself. Those were times of great proportions. The forces of nothingness pitted against those of life, and naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment.
Okay, so I'd like you to train me in ice magic.
Your home, your rules, naturally.
Would you like to know? Okay, so this is the... This is that. Okay, I can get back here to well, we can already sell a bunch of stuff here, I think. Get those shields out, get some of this stuff away. The push daggers I can't really use. That one I don't need any longer. Don't need the paper knife or the... Well, the hammer, maybe, I don't know. Okay, anything else? We've got... Sure. Well, no. Let's go with these. Joshua Spice. So all of this. Let's see what we have here. We've got these blank. We've got a... Oh, that's a master skill. I can't go for master skills. It requires level 15. God damn. Water absorption. Chant self or ally with a water shield. A water shield absorbs water damage until it breaks. Regeneration, we already have that. Rain, we have that. Mass slow. Slow enemies around you. That's pretty cool, but also a master skill, I think. Mass healing, also a master skill. Mass disease, also a master skill. Ice wall is an adept skill. I think that could be very good for Jahan. Create a wall to block enemies or lock them inside. Deal water damage. Ice shard could also be very useful. Hail? Oh, that's a master skill. Water of life seems really good. Cleansing water. I think I'm gonna try out the ice wall. God damn, that's important. It's expensive. Ice shard as well. Could be so good for him because it's a damage skill as well. But I think we're gonna go with this. Also has oh, marksman. Okay. Shrapnel scatter. Absorb the elements. Add up, decrease armor, but grant high resistance against all the elements. Barrage. Fire multiple arrows in a straight line. Ooh. Ooh. Survivor's Karma, but I don't have the points to learn more here to begin with, I think. Arrow spray, splintered arrow, range precision, rain of arrows. Yeah, there's so much stuff. So let's match the scale. Let's say okay.
Off to explore your...
The missing threads. So we stored a thread to the tapestry. Yeah, okay, so we are basically uncovering our own past, I guess you can call it. Magical, not teleportation, ice wall, sent to Jahan. Oh, good, he can actually learn it. And there it is, so... Oh! Okay, so I get to drag it around? God damn, that's cool. Okay, I like that one a lot. That's really freaking helpful, I think. It creates a lot of water when it bursts as well. So this is awesome. Let's keep this going though. I wanna... We've done a lot of talking and we've got a bit more talking ahead of us until we're over. Or before we're over. Or this is over. There we go. Another starstone, another room. We met an ice elemental who can aid us with our ice skills. So that alone is already just super helpful. I think that's pretty much all. Let's see about these. He still wants an autograph, apparently. Maybe we can talk with her again because of the tapestry here. So zigzags. Let's discuss the rumors covered here in the sheltered plain. I've come across a master bedroom of sorts. The inner chamber, but I'm just gonna go through these a bit quicker here. What can you tell me what seems to be great banqueting room? Hall of Heroes, yeah, okay. I've been in a chamber we should probably call the Hall of Frost. And let's see. Do you know any more about the lady we've met beyond the portal? Nope. Slayers of the Void Dragons, oddly familiar, wasn't it?
Familiar indeed. Exactly who these heroes might have been, or why Star...
So let's formulate a theory. The Starstone is somehow connected to us, and it got split up, and that's maybe part of our power or something like that, and we need to gather as much Starstone as possible to strengthen ourselves and relearn about our history and all that stuff. I don't know. That is something that sounds logical. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be the case, but I at least like it in theory. We've got lots and lots more rooms back here as well to explore and to unlock portals that are inactive. So we're still a long way from home here, I assume. Okay, yeah, but let's go out of here. Might want to go back in just to see if there's something new. But we're going to do that in a moment. So one thing I've completely ignored is this one. Charmed, I'm sure. So we convinced her to let the Charmed Orc live. And we're just going to go check over there. I think they were back here, if I remember correctly. So let's just see what happens here. Maybe I should just try and break in there as well now that I'm a little bit less, a little bit more ruthless about this. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Oh, the gods! And they might have lived if we hadn't intervened.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry, I guess. Don't really know what to say.
By the gods! She killed them.
That wasn't the plan, I'm sure. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. Oh, what is this? Have I been there? Chest empty? Yes, I've been there. I don't remember how I got there, but apparently I've been there. So let's just be happy about that. And now we are going to move towards that one area in Sicil I haven't been to, as was pointed out. It should be back here. Let's just see. Is that this or... No, it's... I'm confused right now. I think it might be this area here. Yeah. So I went past it last time, like this. Then we talked to this guy here. And then I never went down here. So yeah, I think that's what happened. So we haven't moved through this small area here yet. And there are...
You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a...
Oh, it's a... What? It's a menagerie or something like that. No, menagerie is animals. It's... I don't know. What is this? Let's talk with Reginald.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out. And teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
I don't know. Tell me about yourself.
I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. This fantastical talking head.
Okay, I don't know. Let's just here have a tip. 10 shiny gold pieces.
What a generous spectator. Find a seat in the front, eh?
So...
A talking head?
Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until...
What is this? Tell me about yourself.
That is called Medora.
I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. Psst, you're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the severed...
Oh, wait, what? Okay, we actually get a quest out of this?
Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
What a tale!
Wait, what? Headless Nick. Is he Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Parker? What was his name? Something along those lines. Met an enchanted severed head who asked us to take him to Reginald's cellar to talk in privacy. Okay, let's discuss your talking head.
That's right, a talking head.
Found him too. Let's hear the story. By rather some sensational means. Yep.
I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer with the local children's apothecary on weekends. In the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled captain.
Oh!
Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock.
I know who that is.
But then, slurp,
Down in the Black Cove, we have the guy with the severed head.
that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous pit.
Yeah, okay, so it was from the faces, water slip on a clockwork orphans, yeah.
Be lost without my grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment.
Creature's gut, sure, of course. It's the big important story, you're such a cool guy.
And then it was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head.
So, I assume we have to distract him to take the head. So let's just see about this. We're gonna talk here. No, we're gonna go over here and talk with him. And then she's going to... if you're ready, I'm going to pick you up now. You won't mind a little ride in my pocket, will you? It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
That is enough of that now.
My word! Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Okay, so he did something there. Okay, so we need to do this. How do we...
Take a seat, won't you?
How do we get him? Okay, let's see. I want to pick you up, but I can't with all these watchful eyes about.
What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to perform a clandestine operation? A resourceful hunter.
Oh god, the wordplay.
To find something to draw off the attention of this bleating herd.
Okay, so we have to find a way to distract them first before we can get him away. So let's see if we can maybe get something interesting to happen back here. Rivellon Fry, seriously? Okay, let's talk with Katarina the Fair.
Zombie ate your dog, orc sunk your
Virtual summer home for troubled minds.
Katarina's fair. Well, I'm Katarina the Fair. I've an open stage in want of talent.
She sounds so drunk.
Best young performers among the rank and file.
An open stage, you say, and what if I'm interested in putting on a performance?
The theater's favor has overcome you, has it?
Okay, so this could be how we find, or how we get the head.
Fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material.
Okay.
Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a source hunters take on one of the old standards.
Okay, okay, that could be something apparently. So let's see, we have this.
You look like an actor just waiting.
Bersha Sheep is gone. Swirly Shrines? Okay, what the frame drop? Okay, Stage Master Chaucer.
And who are you?
Okay, he is actually drunk. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants.
Oh my god. Okay, you've got a pretty bad case of hiccups there.
No.
Really?
I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's.
Oh, he's not drunk. He's got chronic hiccups. The stage master, are you? Perhaps I'd like to perform a show.
Take it up with Katarina. She's the master.
Okay, so let's see. Where can I find the material to perform?
Don't you have an impressive library?
Okay, so let's follow this part. We've got Cedric over here.
You there? Sit.
Still, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Cedric sensational. Playing to an empty audience.
Don't pity me. No,
Oh, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Have you seen it? A talking head. I've never expected a silly gimmick as I have to remain competition.
It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man, and
Let's see.
even when there's no
crowd to speak about already, still at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Oh, those have more. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how to inspire such loyalty.
With less talent contained between his hat and his.
Okay, so we have Headless Nick, we have Warming the Crowd. We met Cedric, a frustrated entertainer at the fair who told us he's desperate to attract the crowd.
A familiar face.
Okay, so this is, first of all, we now need to go down to the, or go over towards the library real quick. Because I assume we're gonna have to do something to distract the crowd here. We have to attract them to our side, basically, to make them not pay attention there, and then we can, or then we might be able to steal the head. Okay, let's go up here. And now, what do we want? The history of Sicil? No. A pirate's life? Could be good. Cracking up a crowd. The definitive guide. That seems like a good thing. Let's read that, shall we? We have our book here. Read. Much like making love, comedy requires equal parts passion and delivery. Fever for the stage is not enough. No, no. The truly successful comedian will study the details of the craft through countless long, lonely nights in preparation for his rendezvous with the audience. Compiled within this volume are some of Rivellon's finest funnies, enough to make a granite statue grin. During a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket accidentally bumped into a wall and hear a faint moan. What? They open the casket and find out that the dwarven woman inside is actually alive. The entire funeral party rejoices, and a joyful tear springs into her husband's eye. The dwarven lady lives for 10 more years and then dies. There is another funeral for her. At the end of the service, the bearers carry out the casket. As they are walking out, the husband cries out, "Watch out for the wall." Seriously. Oh boy. So yeah, we found a book listing some tired and true jokes. Maybe we can put it to good use. Let's go with a pirate's life here as well. Read that. Let's see. Focuson's diary. So I'm just gonna... No, okay, that didn't give us an update there. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it could be interesting. Is there anything else here? Adventurous Field Guide, Sicil's Genesis, a play. There we go. That's something we might make use of. The excerpt from the traditional drama Genesis of Sicil is commonly performed in the local theatre. Most Sicilians and even a few foreigners are amply familiar with the tale and refuse to tolerate deviations from the script most know by heart. The story goes that two adventurers, lovers too, Cyrus and Celia, sailed west from Ferrol, knowing that whether they would find land on the other side. They took with them sufficient provisions for 5 months of travel, but only during the last week of 6 months did they land upon land they would come to call Sicil. Celia, enough Cyrus, I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving and I'm sick. Will we find no safe refuge from our travails? My gods, could it be? There, look! What is it? Are we fresh? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull? Look, Seal, there, beyond the mist. It's land, blah, 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 blah. Land, my sweet land. Sicil, yeah. Okay. So we've got another updated log, so I am going to send both of these to Jahan because I don't want him to be involved in that play in any way, I think. So, Headless Nick, we found a play-based, maybe we can put it to good use. Okay, let's see, we probably need to do both. Okay, we go back out and down. And back towards this. So I assume we can give this guy over here the joke book. And then we have to put a play on ourselves over here. And then while everybody's distracted, we might be able to steal the talking head. That's at least what I assume right now. So let's see if I'm right or not. Okay, first of all, let's talk with him.
It seems, and I don't know how he don't pity when
or does he need to talk with him because he has the book? Apparently, no. Okay, so
what is it this time?
No, that doesn't help at all. So next up is going back here and seeing about that play. I'm ready for my theatrical debut. When shall I start?
Right away, my dear. Just as fast as your boots can carry you. You found something decent to perform, I trust.
Yes. So let's do that. So Farah and Katarina say we can put on a show if we find some interesting material to perform.
What is it?
I'd like to perform a show.
Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll
all right, I am ready to begin.
Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. but I'm sure you'll do just fine.
I'd like to do a two-man show.
Begin!
Let's do that.
Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Okay, so first of all, unhook these. Move Medora over to here. Next, okay, let's begin.
Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
Okay, so we need more than one thing here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's begin.
The stage is yours.
Okay, so the first thing we said was, enough, Cyrus. I can't take another moment aboard this death barge, yes?
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Let's see. My gods, could it be? There, look.
Fantastic!
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Next one was, what is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull?
Fantastic!
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep
Let's
it up.
see. Look, Celia, there.
Good show!
That should also be correct, I think.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
Land? I think that was the right thing.
Oh, I hope there's an
Gasps
encore.
ring out across the audience.
Yeah,
They
of
must
course.
know how it ends. They simply must.
Land, my sweet, land at last, and we shall call it Sicil.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Okay, so that worked.
Took my breath away, it did.
So that is not enough on its own, though, apparently. So let's try, but it's already a step forward. So
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? As speak to my...
so let's go with the one-person show now.
What is it this time?
Perhaps I'd like to perform a show. Or what did you think of our two-man show first? Bravo, okay.
Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was
Let's go with
Gathering.
4.
Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places.
I'd like to perform... Oh,
Here we go.
wait, I'd like to start my performance once more. I'd like to do a one-man show.
Planning on playing to an empty.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
So we've got these guys, and I think we need to get him some stuff as well, so that we can pull both parts of the crowd away. Do I maybe have to talk with him?
If I wanted to wait around doing nothing, I'd get a job at court.
Okay, so I need Tharik over here, but she needs to start. Let's begin.
The stage is yours.
Let's go with the first one. So during a dwarven funeral,
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue.
they open the casket, find out one woman inside is actually alive.
Simply marvelous.
Eager to hear more.
Lives for 10 more years. There's a funeral for her. Yes, we've read that one exactly.
Is already the crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they
Carry out the
explode.
casket. Sorry, I hope you're all okay with me going through these. So,
You've got this joyful
and second one again.
Now, they like you. They really, really like you.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear
So do I need to keep this going, basically?
What is it this time? Oh, here we go. Not planning on playing.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage.
Okay, so I'm not attracting more from over there.
Everyone will be seated.
Or are we? Let's see about this again. Maybe.
A familiar, it seems, and I don't when.
Okay, so it doesn't look like I can give this to him. Okay, let's begin. Every 10 years, the elven wood priests in their monastery are allowed to break their vow of silence to speak 2 words. I need to read this one real quick, by the way.
Listen to an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Okay, 10 years go by and it's one priest. Food bad, okay. Food bad.
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Okay, need to go through these again. I assume it's the bad hard one. Yeah, bad heart. I quit. Okay. Bad heart.
The crowd's curiosity is piqued.
I quit.
Go on before they explode. That's
Makes sense.
You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on.
Is the last one really the elven high priestess? Because that would be weird. But I assume so. Yep. He's complaining ever since he got here. Okay, that's cool. But it's not good enough, is it?
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for color.
So how do I pull these over here? That's the big question. Still don't quite get that right now. Unfortunately, could you just please? Medora, walk over here, please, for now. So do I need to go through all the jokes for this to work? Or how do I make this work overall? That's the big question right now. So let's do this one more time, I guess. Or let's see, one-man show.
I must say, that was, well, impressive.
Like
to perform, one-man show.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity. As a small, not long now, the audience is just about to
Okay, let's wait here. I'm only always attracting a few, but not a whole lot. Can I do both at the same time?
What is it this time? Katarina's? Tell me when you're ready to... Now.
Okay, so they are over here. Let's begin. An elf and orc show up in the Hall of Echoes at the same time. Let's see.
Into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
How did that happen, us, the orc? I mean, now it's just a matter of knowing which one is which. The elf replied, well, I came home and thought I had my wife with another person, but when I searched the house, I couldn't find anybody.
She must have heard this one. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Let's see. I was so stricken with remorse for wrongly accusing my wife of infidelity, I had a heart attack and died on the spot. Really?
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful...
Oh boy.
Now, take them on.
Geez, says the orc, if you'd opened the icebox, we'd both be alive right now. Yeah, I mean, sure. Icebox? Really? So that worked out.
What is it this time?
Like this performing. Well, let's go with a two-man show again.
You hear distant muttering.
Because if they're already here after the first one, maybe I'm gonna attract the other ones while that happens.
And everyone will be seated.
But apparently not. So this alone is not enough. I'm gonna try one more time here.
The stage is yours.
But I'm just gonna go through these again real quick. I mean, we know now what they are.
They wholly approve of your beginning.
I mean, maybe I have to tank this. This is also what we could do.
Next is sure to excite them.
But I assume
Seem quite impressed with your delivery.
that I have to do this all correct for this to work.
Gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Gasps
Come on.
ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
I mean, of course they know.
Explodes into applause.
Okay, cool. So this did nothing, apparently. Or is that just not enough? Let's talk with him again. How about your competition, Cedric?
Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the enter Reginald the illusionist. We need our voice. I think you've got up.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and re mi fa sol la ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next.
Okay, so none of this works right now. Let's see, maybe now that we've talked to him, we can talk to Cedric again here. And maybe help him out. That could be a thing.
It seems, and even when there's no crowd to... I don't know. Don't pity me. No, sir. When rich...
Do I maybe just have to sit here? And get him to put up a performance?
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Precisely
I don't know.
made of.
Let's seat Medora as well. Can both of them just sit? No, one's always standing up. Okay, unlock them. Get Medora to take a seat. Okay, so nothing
Waiting for his big debut.
did anything. Let's talk with her again.
Enjoying the fair as speaked. Well, I've a note.
Okay, apparently I can't do anything here.
My word.
By the seven, what a tale!
What do we do here? Can I talk to these? Oh, there's a guy with a name here, Gallagher. Maybe we can recruit him to help us here. Let's see about this. The other ones all are just called citizens.
Me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there's... Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever
Blah,
seen.
so all day long, the same show all day. That seems like a bit much.
I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I'll just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known. And he's
Oh, perfect. So my crowd's a little lackluster.
Crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the 100 gold is not that much. So we've updated the log. We met Gallagher, a crowd warmer, who told us the performance Reginald had paid him to enliven the show. So that's perfect. Can we get him to help over here, or is it just for my own performance? And what is the right course of action here?
A familiar face.
Haven't you heard? Reginald uses a crowd warmer.
A person whose
Okay,
sole
cool.
job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder
This merits
Reginald
alone, yeah, okay.
Please, you must hire him for me.
So let's see about my own performance first. We'll go with a two-person show again because that's the good one.
Is it this time? Oh, here we go again.
Wait,
I should have been.
we need Chiawell over here so that we can do both of these. I'm gonna place Medora over there again. That should work. And then just Jahan in the middle, maybe. Okay, let's try this again. These are moving. Performance once more. Like to do a two-man show.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity.
So is he...
A small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Is he gonna move, or did I have to talk to him first? No, perfect. Everybody's moving.
Who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, it won't be the worst indeed.
Okay, we got him. Good, good, good. So let's put on the show. Still. And that's enough. So I'm gonna go through it a third time perfectly, and that's gonna be okay. So you certainly aren't. Nope. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Whatever will happen next is sure
Fresh water, leak in the hull. All the stuff.
Quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
But that should be okay. Blah, blah, blah. It's beyond the mist. Whew, so these... This episode got longer again, but I was hoping for a little bit more action before we end this. But it just didn't quite happen. So we got some story movements first here, which is also perfectly fine. I actually like this still quite a bit. It doesn't always have to be fights, but it's nice when they work out as well. So I just like this in general. Okay, but now we do have the head, and before we end this, I wanna make I wanna reattach him. I think we can, or what did we do here? So Reginald's cellar is what he said. Is there Cook's house? Where is Reginald's house though? Or can we just? I think I'm just gonna try to bring him to his. It's not the Black Cove though, is it? It might be. I'm not sure. It's the teleporter down, not up. Yeah, I'm on the one up. It's the derelict harbor. Okay, there we go. Ah, okay, here we go. So this should be the right one, but we're gonna find that out now.
The body stirs. The subtle slouch. And so this is what's
so about your head.
Nick's body grows
there we go.
Cold, then hot. Could it be, after all this time, reunited? Could it be real? Could it be true?
Okay, cool. That is so cool. Thank you for pointing me in this direction, so that I figured this one out as well.
Toes, legs, arms, fingers. A bit more rotten than when I last saw them. But who am I to look a gift self in the mouth?
A gift self.
Oh, the feeling of air in my minimally perforated lungs. Well, not quite blood, but lovely ooze pumping through my only moderately decayed veins. What a joy it is, my friend. What an absolute joy. Now for my last unfinished business. Pontius Pirate. The animal who consigned me to the peanut crunching
I killed Pontius already.
I won't rest until his skull cracks beneath my foot.
Now that you're back in one piece, what more can you tell me about your old enemy?
Despicable fiend. No wonder his spirit lingers in this cursed cave. Not even the darkest hell would open its gates to such a perversion of the human soul. He would tolerate no dissent upon his death barge. I dared to raise my voice but once, and his sword was through my throat before I'd even finished my plea.
Okay, so sorry to burst your bubble, but Pontius is already dead.
Dead? Dead and dead for good? Never to rise again? You're very certain? Well, I would have loved to see him collapse to dust myself. But your assurance is most satisfactory. With my head back on my shoulders and my foes defeated, I owe you a large debt of gratitude, my friend. Here is my pledge to you then. Your enemies from now and forevermore shall be as my own. Call me when you will, where you will, and I will fight beside you. I'm dying to try out my right hook, now that I've got eyes again after all. Until we meet again, Source Hunter.
Okay, so how do I do that though? Hey, do the zombie stomp. I just got an achievement there. Okay, let's go for our conversation here.
It was Source that drove Pontius mad, yet it is Source that has kept Nick alive to fight his old foe.
Oh, okay, it did. So let's see. Nick may now be our ally, but make no mistake, he better be of dead than perverted into unlife by Source. Though we are sworn to eliminate it, there is more to Source than simple evil. I think we're gonna go with the 1.
I don't think Nick himself would agree with that. Source may be dangerous, but it's hardly pure evil.
Okay. That's cool. Not sure how we can call him, but I assume getting him, or getting the side quest, might be what we need here. Or might be something that is gonna come in later. So I think next we're gonna go for the Preacher of Earthly Delights, but we're gonna do that next time. And then we are going into the church. So let's already go there real quick. Cyseal O Church, and then we can end the episode there. I'm looking forward to this now, and there will definitely be fights down there. I would be sorely disappointed if there is none down there. There might also be some up here, because these... Maybe if Ebenezer has them all wrapped around his finger, he might convince them that they need to attack me. So maybe I have to fight these 5 guys, but I don't know what's gonna happen there. But that's at least the assumption right now, so we'll see. But yeah, afterwards we're gonna go back in there. First, because Arhu said we should do that, we could have also moved towards Silverglen, but I feel like we need to go towards Silverglen later. And then we also have this little area down here that we haven't gone through. This optional Trappish area I could also still go through. I'm pretty excited about those areas as well, I think, but not sure when I'm going to do that. Maybe next time. We'll see. For now, yeah, we're going to stick with the plans of this and then the church. And that could be pretty cool, I think. So for now, this is where we're going to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye, guys.